What happened to the Lost Colony of Roanoke? The year is 1587. Over 100 settlers vanished from Roanoke Island overnight. No warning, no trace, no bodies, no clues. Only silence, thick as the night. A single word left behind, like a ghostly whisper. John White returns in 1590. Finds only emptiness and that chilling clue. CROATOAN. The only clue. The oldest American mystery. Will the mystery of Roanoke ever be solved? Subscribe for more. Chapter 2. The Disappearance. In 1587, more than 100 English settlers landed on Roanoke Island, just off the wild coast of what we now call North Carolina. But 3 years later, they were gone, vanished without a trace. No graves, no signs of violence, only silence, and a single haunting word. The silence lingers, heavy and unexplained. Chapter 3. The Search for Clues. Imagine this. Governor John White, after a grueling storm-battered voyage across the Atlantic, finally sets foot on Roanoke in 1590. 3 long years have passed since he last saw his colony. Years filled with dread, delay, and desperate hope. He must have pictured a thriving settlement, the proud symbol of England's ambition in the New World. But what he found was chilling. The once bustling village was eerily silent. Homes were not just empty, but carefully dismantled, as if the colonists had vanished by design. The fort, once a stronghold, now stood abandoned and lifeless. Every step White took was met with more questions, the air thick with unease. Then the only clue, a single haunting word carved deep into a post. CROATOAN. Not a hurried scrawl, but a deliberate mark. No blood, no signs of violence, no scattered belongings, just emptiness. A void where a community once thrived. What could have happened in those 3 years to erase an entire colony? The mystery of Roanoke had truly begun. The weight of that word, CROATOAN, was immense. Was it a desperate message, a sign of hope, or a cruel taunt left behind? CROATOAN, the name of a nearby island, and the tribe that called it home. The clue was as mysterious as it was ominous. To understand this cryptic sign, we must look through John White's eyes. His journals reveal a world of danger and promise, a land alive with native peoples, uneasy alliances, and the ever-present threat of the unknown. His drawings and maps show a place both beautiful and perilous. The ships that crossed the Atlantic were more than vessels. They carried dreams, fears, and the hopes of a nation. The settlers faced the wild, relying on their wits and the fragile trust of the tribes around them. The word CROATOAN hints at a possible escape, emerging with the CROATOAN tribe. But did they choose to leave, or were they forced? The questions only deepen, the mystery growing darker, a haunting reminder of the risks of colonization and the power of secrets left behind. Chapter 4. Theories and Legends. Theories swirl like mist around Roanoke's fate. The most haunting, that the colonists vanished into the shadows of the native tribes. The CROATOAN, peaceful, mysterious, lived on a nearby island. Picture it. The settlers, desperate, starving, surrounded by threats, forced to make a choice. Did they seek sanctuary with the CROATOAN, trading their skills for survival, farming, metalwork, anything for food, shelter, protection? The line between hope and despair was razor thin. Imagine the colonists, faces gaunt, eyes searching, stepping into a new world. One where their only chance was to become part of something unknown. Did they disappear willingly, or was it their only hope? The truth, for now, remains hidden in the shadows of history. Another theory, the colonists left everything behind, melting into the CROATOAN community. Over time they intermarried, learned the language, vanished into native life. The word CROATOAN carved into the fort and crow on a tree. Were these secret signals, a message for those who might return? Survival through transformation, cultures blending in the face of doom. But how likely is it? Could over 100 men, women, and children truly disappear without a trace? The evidence is thin. The mystery deeper than ever. The shadows of Roanoke swallow the truth. But what if the ending was far more grim? Some whisper of massacre, an attack by rival tribes, or even the CROATOAN themselves. Tensions, fear, and hunger could have sparked violence. The colonists, weakened and unprepared, would have stood little chance. Yet, where are the remains? No bones, no graves, no ruins of battle. Archaeologists have searched, but the land keeps its secrets. No proof, only questions. Did the evidence vanish with time, or was there never a massacre at all? The silence is deafening. Maybe the truth is subtler, more elusive than we imagine. Or perhaps nature itself was the enemy. The New World was harsh, unforgiving. The colonists, unprepared, faced famine, disease, and brutal winters. A drought could have withered their crops. Disease could have swept through their ranks. Desperation might have driven them to flee, or to scatter in search of hope. Imagine the cold, the hunger, the fear. Did they try to escape only to vanish into the wilderness? The land itself may have swallowed them whole. A merciless winter, snow piling high, food running out. The survivors, weak and desperate, may have tried to find safety elsewhere, only to be lost to the elements. Or perhaps they split into small groups, hoping to find help but never returned. The theory of environmental collapse is chilling, but it fits the silence that followed. The land remembers, even if we do not. The Roanoke mystery endures. A ghost story written in the earth, and still the questions echo. What really happened to the lost colony? And then, the wildest theories of all, paranormal, alien, the supernatural. Some say a time rift swallowed the colonists. Others whisper of abductions or ancient curses. These ideas may sound far-fetched, but in the absence of answers, the imagination runs wild. The unknown is a powerful thing. Time rifts, portals, alien visitors, vengeful spirits, each theory more fantastic than the last. But the lack of evidence leaves the door open, just a crack for the impossible. Maybe the truth is stranger than we can imagine. Or maybe it's lost forever, buried with the colony itself. Chapter 5. The Governor's Return. The governor, John White, returned to Roanoke, his heart pounding, hope and dread battling inside him. He searched desperately. No bodies, no survivors, only silence. He planned to seek out the CROATOAN tribe, to chase the only clue left behind. But a violent storm rose up, forcing him to abandon the search. He never came back. The mystery deepened. Chapter 6. New Evidence. The ground on Hatteras Island has finally started to give up its secrets. Recent archaeological digs have unearthed English artifacts, metal tools, rings, pottery buried for centuries. Each discovery sends a jolt of excitement through the team. Could these be the missing links? Some believe these finds are proof. The settlers joined the CROATOAN tribe, vanishing into history. But as the dust settles, one thing is clear. The mystery is far from solved. In fact, it's only deepened. The story of Roanoke lingers in the shadows of history. No closure, only chilling silence, scattered theories, and a single word carved into a tree. The mystery refuses to die. Chapter 8. Theories and Reflections. The mystery of the lost colony of Roanoke refuses to fade. For centuries, historians and curious minds have been haunted by the fate of those settlers who vanished without a trace. We've journeyed through chilling theories, disease, starvation, conflict, even the supernatural. But after all the evidence, one question lingers, more urgent than ever. So, what do you think happened? What is your gut feeling? What whispers of truth do you hear in the silence of history? Could you be the one to finally unravel the secret of Roanoke? Your insights are invaluable. Maybe your theory will be the one that cracks this centuries-old case. If you enjoyed unraveling this enigma with me, don't forget to like the video. It helps others discover these haunting stories. And subscribe to the channel for more journeys into the strange and unexplained. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know when a new mystery emerges. And if you crave short, fast mysteries that keep you up at night, follow me on TikTok, link in the description. There, I share bite-sized mysteries and questions to keep your mind buzzing. The portal to my TikTok world is waiting for you just below. The past is full of whispers waiting to be heard. Keep searching, keep questioning, and never stop exploring the unknown. Sometimes the greatest discoveries are made when we dare to look beyond the surface. Who knows what other mysteries we might uncover together? Until next time, keep your eyes open, your mind sharp, and your curiosity burning bright.